your connection in Southern Oregon and Northern California. This is News 10 at 6.
Good evening, I'm Rick Torrey.
I'm Trish Close. Thanks for joining us tonight. Medford Police releasing new information in the William Huson homicide investigation.
They're trying to track down evidence that might help them crack that case open. News 10's Caitlin Conrad is in the news center with tonight's top story at 5. Caitlin?
Rick, Trish, Medford Police releasing details on personal belongings stolen from cab driver William Huson, hoping the new information will help bring them closer to identifying a suspect.
Investigators are sifting through what evidence they have in the Huson homicide, and once again they're asking for your help to get the pieces together.
Here we are, several days later, we haven't found it, but we do think it's probably out there.
The 4 items police want to get their hands on: a black leather shaving kit Huson used to keep his belongings, a SIG-20 electronic cigarette, a brown bifold leather wallet which contained Huson's identification and paperwork, and an undisclosed amount of cash.
Maybe somebody has seen it in the ditch walking to work or by their residence and they never thought much of it. Well, now, if they have it back in their head, maybe they could find it or turn it in.
Huson's body was found on Helo Road off Vilas, his cab on 9th and Almond. Police have searched both crime scenes multiple times, but say the items could still be somewhere in the area.
It could be thrown in the trash, it could be thrown into a ditch, it could be given away to a friend, it could be traded for drugs. There's all sorts of scenarios that could happen with this property, but the bottom line is we want it.
Lieutenant Budreau says it's hard to say how the stolen items will help if they're found.
First of all, we need to find it before we can start really determining what type of evidentiary value it could hold. But
one big piece of evidence investigators do have in their hands: Huson's car.
Obviously, there's a lot of people in and out of that cab. There's a lot of potential fingerprints on that cab. So all stuff that takes us quite a while to sift through.
But Budreau says clues found there aren't easy to distinguish.
It's not like the movies. You don't get that print that you just slide into a computer and it kicks out a name. It's not really like that. So it's much more tedious. And like I said, we're taking our time.
Right now, finding Huson's missing belongings could be the link which connects police to the last person in the driver's cab.
Medford Police say Huson did have other items on him, but officers are not releasing what those items were at this time for investigative purposes. Covering your news, Caitlin Conrad, News 10.
Medford Police receiving more than 100 tips in this case. If you have any information, call the Medford Police's tip line. That number is 541-770-4783, and you can call 24/7. You can also submit a tip online at tipsubmit.com.